there's the Aleph, which is the air mother, the Mem, which is the water mother, and the Shin, which is the fire mother. And it's a combination of those three sort of energies, holy energies, that create the earth mother. And so if you start with the earth mother, and we work with the body, with your relationship to your body, with ways to tune in and to heal your physical connection to yourself, to value your body at whatever structure it is, whatever look it has, you know, for what it can do for you. And then we move up from the physical body, because that's the earth that we all live in, to the mental body, to our thoughts. And we look at how our thoughts influence our physical body and also our emotional body, and how our thoughts actually are how we control and can change our lives and change our relationships to ourselves and to others. And then I have various little exercises broken up into that. Then I go into the water body, the water mother, which is the emotional connection and how our emotions affect us, how holding back our emotions. And I created this whole 22 movement that actually reflect, and like, I'll show you this one. There's a letter Het that looks kind of like this. And it also has a little dagash, so it can look like this, an open hand or a hand with surrounding something. But it can also look like this, which is like a fist. And I have people see what happens when you tighten absolutely everything in your body and then release it, and see how much our breath and our expression is connected into our body and our emotions. So, I go through that which is really about our emotions and how that ties into the whole thing. And then in the spiritual body, which is the Aleph, which represents the spiritual, our connection to our inspiration, to our desire to create, to be inspired, to receive from spirit, to feel connected to a greater whole. And when I look at that, I help people. I have a series of prayers that you can do that are non-denominational. I mean, I've done it with Catholics, and I'm Jewish, and I just call it the Holy One. May the light of the Holy One shine upon and through you and be gracious to you and heal you in body, mind, emotion, and spirit, and and help you to express your highest destiny, basically. So, I mean, that's a little shorthand, and I write that out. I send that to people, and then I help people realize the need to create their own prayers, their own songs, the connection between toning and sound, and their feeling of spiritual connection, because those are, sound is vibration. The reason why in the Bible it says and God spoke to create the earth. Well, what is speech? Speech is music, because speech is sound organized. And that's what music is. And so the word, it says in the beginning was the word. Well, the word is music, because that's what every word we speak is, essentially. And so for people to find their own music, their own tone, and to move from that into their sense of connection to spirit, and to creating altars, and to creating things that nourish them spiritually and give them a sense of meaning and connection in their life. And then there's also the idea that in this culture, meaning comes from, I'm just rattling through all my shit, but in this culture, meaning comes from money. You know, how much money do you make? What do you do? Well, you know, are you successful? Are you Oprah? Well, I'll never be Oprah. You know, most people won't. But if you look at the Bible, you see that this woman, Tamar, all she did there's a whole story of her, but all she does is she has a child that she is owed. She's owed to have a child. And she tricks and does this thing so that she can have this child. Well, out of her, generations later, Jesus comes from that line. So he sure had more influence, whether you like him or hate him, than Oprah. And so the idea is for people to realize that what we each do, we have no idea where the outcome really is. And so success really has to do with our own sense of our connection to our own purpose, even if it seems like a very small purpose.